This is SuperYacht News. In association with Go Earth, navigating boat buyers to better deals. Hi, welcome back to the channel. So as you can see over my shoulder here, we are in Sicily covering the raising or the salvage operation of the sunken sailing yacht Bayesian. You can see the two platforms here, Hebbo Lift 10 and Hebbo Lift 2, which are the platforms being used to recover the vessel. These are controlled by Hebbo Maritime Services, who are working with Salvage to raise the boat. There's been some developing news over the last 24 hours. A diver working in the salvage operation of Bayesian has died. So it appears that the Bayesian yacht is not done taking victims. The 39-year-old Dutch diver died during the recovery. A report stated he became unwell during the dive. There were no signs of injury on his body, such as burns, etc. It's believed that he was working on the removal of the mast, but that we can't confirm. And the investigation is focusing on two theories: that either he had a seizure of some kind or his oxygen equipment was faulty. The diver has not been named as of yet. Now we've got a statement from TMC Marine. I'm going to read it out in its entirety. We just got this through just before we started filming. On-site work to recover the superyacht Bayesian from the seabed off the coast of northern Sicily has been temporarily suspended at this time. This pause in activity is necessary for the investigations to be completed and to allow all salvage and associated teams to mourn the tragic loss of a highly respected salvage diver during yesterday's underwater work. Now, Marcus Cave, head of the Naval Architecture and a director of TMC Marine, said, "Yesterday's tragedy has been felt by all involved in this operation, and the priority right now is the family of this expert specialist diver who was well liked and indeed loved by all involved in the project. This pause in operations will enable thorough investigations to be completed into the tragic accident. It will also help us to mourn and regroup. We're extremely saddened by yesterday's tragedy. Our thoughts are with everyone affected. Salvage operations at sea always carry an element of risk. The salvage team is providing full cooperation to the authorities in their investigations." He went on to say, "While there is considerable interest in this project, we would ask the media to be considerate of the entire project team and allow sufficient time for the investigations to run their course, and for those affected to reflect and mourn at this terribly sad time." So yeah, very sad news there. Somebody else being taken by this yacht. Let's hope it's done right. Let's hope there are no more fatalities. Now, we've got some information which predates this event, just with regards to where they are within the salvage. The statement on Thursday from TMC said that the preparations on site were going. This is from Thursday. Were going to schedule, and they've made significant progress over the initial 5 days. Once on site, the platform Hebbo Lift 2, which is the smaller of the two units that you'll see in this footage I'll put on top of this, is equipped with ROVs. So they've got remotely operated underwater vehicles that they're using to go down. That was used to look at the condition of the wreck. They determined there's been no change to the superyacht condition since a previous inspection was done, and this news means that plans to raise the vessel can now proceed. Their intention is to remove the mast initially and leave this on the seabed, as this is not as important to the investigation. They're more interested in the hull. Then they plan to right the hull. The hull is currently lying on the starboard side. They're going to right the hull underwater, and then they're going to raise the hull to the surface. Once on the surface, they plan to pump out all of the water, and then they're going to move the vessel, or the remains of the vessel, to Termini Amerise, which is just down the coast here in Sicily. Marcus Cave said a thorough assessment of the vessel and location has confirmed that Bayesian remains intact on the seabed. So that's good news in terms of the raising of the vessel. So it's just a matter of time now. Now, obviously, there's going to be a delay because of the death of this poor chap. And, you know, we don't know how long that will be. Obviously, it makes sense to postpone because they don't know why he died. They'll have to do a post-mortem, I would imagine, and find out the cause of death, because it could be faulty equipment on board. And if they continue to work, they could possibly have another fatality, right? So it makes complete sense that they're going to stop until that investigation is finished. We just don't know how long that's going to be. We'll bring you more when we have it. We also have a live stream now that we're running, so you can go and see up-to-date footage. In that live stream, we're also going to run footage from the previous day. So we've got footage from today and footage from yesterday running in that live stream of the Salvage. It's done with a drone, so it's really close up, so you can see the both platforms. So yeah, check that out. I'll put a link in the description. Obviously you can go to the channel and find it as well, but I'll put links in everywhere that you can put links, and you can go and check that out. It's going to be running daily. Now we've got some more news on motor yacht Loon. The former Loon captain files to dismiss the $100,000 complaint following the St. Bart's tender crash. It goes on to read, the former captain of the 67-meter superyacht Loon, Paul Clark, has filed to dismiss the negligence complaint raised against him by two former crew members following a tender crash in St. Bart's in December 2024. The filing asserts that the complaint is legally insufficient as Broward County, Florida has no jurisdiction over Clark. The lawsuit claims Clark was the operator of the tender and had left the helm and allowed the boat to crash onto the rocks. The force of the collision caused one of the plaintiffs, Natalia Niznik, to be ejected from the vessel, landing on the rocks and sustaining injuries to her face, leg and jaw. The other plaintiff, Klara Holubova, remained on the tender but still sustained injuries to her knee, leg and ear. Clark's motion to dismiss argued that the basis of the complaint, which alleges that he owned, used or possessed property and was domiciled in Broward County, is demonstrably untrue. The defendant is a United Kingdom citizen residing in Australia and has only visited the state of Florida for personal reasons or to receive the mandatory educational training for his job, the filing read. According to that, the burden of defending litigation in Florida would be too high on Clark. It's also raised that any business ventures conducted by Clark in Broward County were done so through a corporate entity, meaning Clark would still be protected from the personal jurisdiction of a Florida court by the corporate shield doctrine. As such, Clark has respectfully requested that the court dismiss the complaint. So there you go. He's trying to dismiss that complaint in the Florida court. This is whilst motor yacht Loon is actually doing a transatlantic right now, crossing over from the US just south of Bermuda, and is heading across, I would imagine, to the Mediterranean for the Mediterranean charter season. They've also appointed a new captain on board. We mentioned before that they changed the captain's name, but that was a temporary change. The new captain's name is Michael James. He's a new rotational captain, so I would imagine then that means they've got two captains. He will probably be the main captain, and the other guy will be the relief captain when he goes on leave. So yeah, so just a bit of news there about the changes on board the vessel. Anyway, guys, I'll leave it there. That's all we've got for you today. We've got an update on the Lamborghini boat sinking or partially sinking in Florida. We'll bring that to you tomorrow. We've changed what we were going to report on today because of what's happened here in Italy. But stay tuned. We're going to be doing videos more frequently while we're here. So yeah, stay tuned. Check out the live feed and check us out on patreon.com/eSysman as well for more information there. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch up with you soon. Bye-bye.